Hi folks, so for question 2, it starts into integration. So the first one is just a simple enough integration. So we have to integrate 2x squared plus 5x plus 6. So we just integrate one at a time. So we raise the power of the x here, so that'll become a 3, and then we divide by 3 as well. So 2x cubed over 3 plus raise the power of the x here will become 5x squared over 2, and we divide by what the power goes to, and then plus 6x, and then there's always going to be plus c at the end for the constant. So that's the answer to the first part. Part B then, so the area of the region, it tells us that the area of the region is 538 square units. So we don't really know any of A, B and C yet. So we know that under any curve anyway, the integral will always give us the area of it. So the integral, and it's from 6 down to 0. So it's from 6 to 0. And then we just know that the curve is ax squared plus bx plus c. So ax squared plus bx plus c. So the good news is we don't really need to work out what a, b and c are. We just need to integrate all of this and put it in the numbers, and hopefully it'll give us something like that. We know that all of that anyway at the start has to be equal to 538. So let's just integrate the first part anyway. So that'll be ax cubed over 3 plus bx squared over 2 plus cx, and then that's going to be it then. So between 6 and 0. Actually, I made a mistake here. Yeah, because it's the area of the region K, so you need to be careful there. So I made that mistake. So the area of K doesn't go from 0 to 6. K is only up to here, so it's only up to 2. So you might have spotted that. So it's from 2 back to 0. So let's just put in the 2 then first. So a, well, 2, so a multiplied by 2 cubed over 3 plus b times 2 squared over 2 plus c multiplied by 2, and then it'll be take away, and then you're putting in a 0, so a times 0 cubed. I think all of these zeros will just all cancel out, so it should make it nice and simple. Plus b 0 squared over 2 plus c times 0. So anyway, I'll try right over here at the side. Yeah, so we should get 8 a over 3 plus 4b over 2, which will be 2b plus 2c, and that will all be equal to 538. Right, just to make things a little bit neater, I'm going to multiply across everything by 3, and it just takes out the denominator. So 8a plus 6b plus 6c equals, and it's if we just do 538 multiplied by 3, we should get 1614, and then you'll see that everything is divisible by 2 there. So if you just divide everything by 2, we get 4a plus 3b plus 3c equals, and then do 1614 divided by 2 is 807, and then I think that is what they asked us to show. If you check back up, yeah, so that's what they asked us to show up here at the start of the question. So that's that part. The next part just looks like simultaneous equations, so it looks like a big long question on simultaneous equations. So let's just write down the top two equations. So 4a plus 3b plus 3c equals 807, and then 28a plus 9b plus 3c equals 879. So let's just take one away from the other now. You can see in the bottom equation here has all bigger numbers, so I'm just going to take the top away from the bottom. So you can see here as well I don't need to change anything around because the two c's will cancel each other out when we subtract them. So 28a minus 4a will be 24a, 9b minus 3b will be plus 6b. The c's will cancel each other out, so they're gone. So that's what we wanted. We want to get rid of one of the variables, and then we're left with, if we take those away, we get, I think it's 72. So that's one equation we can work with in a minute. Let's take the bottom two then. So these ones, so 28a plus 9b plus 3c equals 879, and 76a plus 15b plus 3c equals 663. So again, the c's will cancel out here. I'm going to take the top one away from the bottom one again, just because you've got all bigger numbers on the bottom again, apart from the after the equal sign. So 76 take away 88 should give us 48a. 15 take away 9 is 6, so plus 6b. The c's all cancel out, and now we need to do 663 take away 879. So we get minus 216. Now we've got just two equations that we can stick together, so you need loads of space for this as well, by the way. So 24a plus 6b equals 72, and 48a plus 6b equals minus 216. So again, you'll see we've got the same b coefficient here, so it's working out pretty nicely in that respect. So they'll cancel out. We don't need to do anything to either equation. Let's take the top away from the bottom again, so we're going to get 24a equals, and then minus 216 plus 72, or sorry, take away 72. Should give us minus 288. And then to get a, we're just going to divide that by 24. And we're getting 12 there, so we get a nice answer for a. So it'll be minus 12. So a is minus 12. We've got one of them anyway. Let's sub it into one of these ones then. So 24a plus 6b equals 72. So a is minus 12. So 24 times minus 12 plus 6b equals 72. So let's do 24 times 12. Yeah, so minus 288 plus 6b equals 72. If you bring over the minus 288 then and add it to 72, we get 360. And then b is just going to be 60. So we've got two of them, and now let's just go back up here and get one of the original equations. So 4a plus 3b plus 3c equals 807. We know that a is minus 12 and we know that b is 60, so 4 times minus 12 plus 3 times 60 plus 3c equals 807. So minus 48 plus 180 plus 3c equals 807. So if you bring over the minus 48, it becomes plus, bring over the 180 becomes minus, we should get 675 equals 3c, and then we just got to divide by 3. So a good bit of calculator work here, so 225. Yeah, that makes sense, isn't it? So C is 225. So I've worked out A, B, and C. So a long question, that one, but it's actually fairly straightforward. The numbers all end up being pretty nice in the end. It doesn't get too complicated for a question with 3 different equations in it, simultaneous equations question. So that's question 2 then.